brother posted on his Twitter X. He said, "Yup, I tried to collaborate and bring him to my school to speak a few years ago. Paid him $2,500 along with purchasing the flights. He canceled the day before and never gave us the refund. I charged it to the game and kept it moving." All right, so then he posted text messages, between him and Umar, interactions between him and Umar. So this is May 2nd, 2022. He said, "Good morning. We checking to see when we should expect the payment back." All right, June 2nd, 2022. "Good afternoon, Dr. Umar. Will you not be sending us the funds back for the event?" So Umar replied to him. He said, "Good afternoon. I'm still waiting to refund from Delta Airlines due to the disrespectful remarks you made online regarding my withdrawal from your conference. 50% of the deposit will be returned along with the full cost of the flight once it's been refunded." What? Yo, this nigga got the nerve. What? Yo, this is crazy. All right, so the brother responded, said, "Unfortunately, when someone doesn't return the text, etc., after a month, you start to think they just skipped out on you. Common courtesy would have been to say, hey, this is happening, etc. Not just ignore someone. Keeping the communication would have been great. Secondly, I didn't disrespect you. I was the one who defended you publicly, etc. All I said was, I paid you and you didn't show up, nor give us our funds back. I didn't have an issue with you withdrawing from the conference. I was totally cool with it. It became an issue when you wouldn't respond. When a simple text would have been cool. And I'm sure if the roles were reversed, you would have had to say a lot. You would have had a lot to say yourself. Also, I fly Delta all the time. They don't do refunds. They give you e-credit. Don't worry about the flights. We didn't give you half of a deposit, so we expecting that in full. Our funds have zero to do with me telling the truth. Thanks so much." This nigga got a nerve to reply and say, "Nigga, please." Yo, Umar, this nigga, man. See, and that's what all the karma's coming back to him from.
God don't like ugly.
You out here moving about like this, doing people dirty. You know what I'm saying? And now look at you, caught up in a situation where your accounts is frozen and them schools going to get taken. Because you ain't doing right by them Jones anyway, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just taking money from the people, man, and you ain't doing nothing. I wanted to switch gears, though, because this brother right here, this King Randall, the one Umar robbed for $2,500, actually is doing what Umar supposed to be doing. And this brother is young. This brother's still in his early 20s. So let's go ahead and get to this. I wanted to play this video right here. Matter of fact, let me reshare it because sometimes the sound go out. We messed around with Google Browser and StreamYard. So I'm going to reshare it. But this brother is doing what Umar claimed to be doing. Now, why Umar just didn't get behind this brother and push this brother forward? A young brother. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Doing this thing. All right, that's the wrong video. All right, let me switch. That's the wrong. I'm going to get into that one too, but this was put out by Revolt TV. He did an interview with Revolt TV, basically displaying him, building his school. So let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure y'all click that like button. Come on.
Albany, Georgia's King Randall is getting recognized for being a disruptor in education. That's why he's our Revolutionary of the Week.
I am the master of my fate. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I am the captain of my soul.
King Randall's command. His mission is to advance his community and to make men out of boys through his X for Boys school.
The us in let us make man entails and implies to me that I should be assisting God with making men. And this is where the X for Boys comes into play.
It is a school that Randall founded at the age of 19, an age where he saw a void after a series of life experiences that inspired him to pay it forward for Black Americans.
And I took 20 young men to the African American History Museum to see the children asking the questions that they were asking, to see just them not wanting to be in their conditions. That's where I figured out that I was supposed to be working with the children and trying to train our replacements. I decided to start a summer camp I had 20 boys with me every day from 8 to 5.
But I'm trying to teach y'all how to read. It ain't because I'm trying to be annoying or it's because I'm trying to hurt y'all or make y'all be bored. It's crap y'all need to know. Y'all go out here in the world trying to get jobs and all that crap, and you can't read, and ain't nothing y'all gonna do but go to jail.
I bought 40 acres of land to be able to teach the boys how to, fend for themselves and, live off the land and grow their own food and things like that. Then I ended up having about 3 small buildings, one of which I'm in now on the more impoverished side of town, to start our school.
They wouldn't let us get one building, so God said, I'm going to give y'all 2 times the size of that building. Am I right? Yeah! 41,000 square feet.
His work doesn't stop there. Inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Randall is just coming off of his...
And this is something you don't see. Umar is not hands-on with the children like this. I've realized that. Y'all realize that? He's not hands-on with the children. He don't have programs going for young black boys. As he claiming to do all his work, you know what I'm saying, for the young black boys, you never see him throw events for the young black boys, have conferences for the young black boys, hands-on, have reading programs for the young. Nothing. Umar has done nothing, bro. Nothing at all. He hasn't done a smidgen of what this brother has done in a small amount of time. Let's continue.
I Am a Man March, a 2-day event held in Albany, Georgia, which pushes the culture to focus on family, community, and responsibility.
Marches for unity. We're not asking for anything. I'm simply bringing men here to actually go and get things for ourselves so we don't have to ask anybody for anything.
I know Dr. King wasn't able to help with that march because he was killed. I started that march and just giving a call to action to a lot of men for us to go and take back our communities as black men, go in and rebuild our families, go in, help our communities and do something.
According to the U.S. Department of Education, across the U.S., black students are lacking proficiency in math and reading skills. However, Randall School is breaking barriers in the U.S. education gap, achieving an 86% increase in reading comprehension rate.
I'm gonna keep, I'm doing something right now.
I'm opening school because it was just ridiculous to me how these children are passed through school and they can't read and write. Just under 20% of the kids in general are graduating proficient in math. And just under 40% of them are proficient in reading. I think that's an extremely huge issue that makes no sense to me. I started a book club. We read with them every week for 2 days. All their grades started to improve, etc. A lot of their behaviors started to improve from being around our discipline.
With the motto, "Let us make men," King Randall hopes to open an all-girls school in the future.
Boys and girls need to be taught separately. That's why I also, want to find a partner to help start a girls' version of what we're doing as well. So that way we could maybe almost pair them and help them court, etc. And build families. That's something I think is extremely important because families is what's going to really fix our communities.
People are always asking, well, King, how you so young and you can buy schools and do this and do that or whatever like that? I simply decided to study, put some time into my craft.
In the meantime, the completely people-funded, no government-involved X for Boys School is scheduled to open in the fall of 2022 with very ambitious goals.
We're not saying we don't need government. If government want to help, cool. They don't. We still gonna make it happen regardless. But I feel great. It's been a great time. Just building. The work always going to speak for itself. So I'm extremely happy and extremely excited for our school to open in September.
Wow, Umar is so self-centered and so ego-driven that he couldn't even get behind his brother, right?
No, he full of shit. He full of shit. That's what it is. The man full of shit. That's all that is. That man is full of shit. King Rondo ain't full of shit. We don't with the people that's not full of shit. Excuse my language. So I apologize about being vulgar. I'm going to tap this out real fast. But yeah, we're going to get behind the people that are not full of crap and we don't pay no attention and make fun of. And just, we ain't going to make fun of. We're going to just call them out, the people that's full of crap, and then just be like, nah. Couple of gotta believe the children are our future. Instead of giving to the old people who taking the money and smoking it up, tooting it up, popping it up, tricking it off. All the above. All the above. If that's the case,